Trump news. Congress must remain in Washington to finalize the border deal, according to Nikki Haley. Congress has to go in there and stay in Washington, D.C. until they find out how to secure the U.S.-Mexico border, Republican presidential candidate Nikki Haley said during a Fox News town hall in Columbia, South Carolina, on Sunday. Background: with a backlog of unresolved business that includes reforms to border security, Congress began a 12-day Christmas break on Friday. A foreign aid package and border agreement that would have allocated $20 billion to border security and overhauled the United States immigration system were both stalled earlier this month in the Senate. Republicans in Congress came under fire for allegedly carrying out the wishes of former President Trump by failing to advance the bill. Critics saw Trump's condemnation of the border pact as a terrible open border betrayal of America and his subsequent use of the topic in his campaign for president in 2024 as a political ploy. Rumor has it that Haley asked, "John, let's talk about what didn't happen last week," when speaking with Fox News' John Roberts, who was chairing the town hall. There was a chance for Congress to enact a bill that would have strengthened our border security. Haley acknowledged that the law was not ideal, but she emphasized that Congress should remain in Washington, D.C. until they resolve the issue. Just one more day and the border will be secure. However, on the other side, President Trump went and instructed the Republicans, "Don't pass anything until the general election," the former governor of South Carolina remarked. "Who needs to wait for that?" In an interview with NBC's Kristen Welker on Meet the Press earlier this month, before the border deal fell through, House Speaker Mike Johnson, Republican Louisiana, denied that Trump had any influence over Republican lawmakers. Johnson had previously predicted that the deal would be dead on arrival and claimed that Trump was not taking charge. "Allow me to inquire about Donald Trump," Welker remarked to Johnson. "Any Republican who backs this deal," he argued, "ought to be embarrassed. You mentioned that you have regular conversations with him and that you have gone into detail about this agreement with him. Mr. Speaker, is Donald Trump in charge of this?" "Certainly not," was Johnson's response. "He is not in charge. For the House, I am making all the decisions. It is our duty to do that. I can honestly state that I've been saying this for a lot longer than Trump has. I have been outlining the necessary steps to resolve the issue." Senate leaders were attempting to finalize a new foreign assistance package worth $95.34 billion before the holiday break, but the plan would have ignored immigration and border security altogether. A total of $14 billion will go to Israel to combat Hamas in Gaza, $61 billion will go to Ukraine in its conflict with Russia, and $4.83 billion would go to support American friends in the Indo-Pacific area, including Taiwan. Conflict zones such as Gaza, the West Bank, and Ukraine will also receive $9.15 billion in humanitarian aid as part of the deal.